Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to TRACKILICIOUS. I am Ghoukasian and super excited to be back here to do some racing broadcasting here for you folks. We are about to get started with our multi-class on Wednesdays here at TRACKILICIOUS, and why don't we hop right on track and get things started here. Let's transition over here. Ooh, we already have the theme starting, so why don't we do our grid walk while we're at it. We have Thiago Dinarte in the GT3 for pole position, Chandler Williams in P2 with Jake Wells taking up P3, Kevin Yu in P4, Joe Allenson in P5. Got Jem Reynolds in P6 with Devin Anthony in P7. Brian Zierlin in P8 with Parker Standrick in P9. Dr. Porkchop in P10 with Cal Ford in P11. We got, Nicholas Woods. Yes, no, maybe so. He's showing P13 on my timing chart here, but seems to be skipping him. Yeah, Nicholas Woods in P13. Lawrence Thomas P14, which brings us to our GT4 category. P1, Professor Kernotis, Neil Kerbel in P2, Beachley in P3, Alex Freeman in P4. We have Dom Matroni in P5, Diego Mastachero back in P6, Brian De Santiago P7, Andres Mastachero, the brother, in P7, if I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry. Sam Warden, rookie champion, coming in P9. Noah Johnston, P10. Jacob Church, P11, in the traditional church livery. P12, Rally Dutchy and Spangler starting from the pits in the HKS GT3. He's gonna have quite the challenge making through the grid here in that Lexus, but will be exciting to watch him, as we know he's a top performer as we come around the final couple corners here, getting ready to get things started. Hope everybody is doing well. I am super excited. And at some point in time, I will figure out how to get our funky grid walk done. There we go. Well, this is shaping up for quite the competition. Hopefully everything on stream is looking and sounding good. First stream of the season, been off for a little while. Sorry to disappoint. It really is supposed to be Kusha Terekov streaming tonight, but he is away for a rally out in Minnesota. I think it's Minnesota. No, Wisconsin. Yeah. So we're covering and we're about to get the race started here. Thiago Dinarte starting the lead back, and we do have green. The team with Dinarte and Williams both running the Bentleys, trying to bully the mini McLaren of Wells. Wells getting himself into P2 ahead of Chandler Williams. Wells chasing down that Bentley really tight, tip to tail. Looks like everybody making around the first couple corners fairly well. Cal Ford making up a position up into P10. Porkchop into an advanced position as our timing charts are updating. Lots going on. We do have a yellow flag in the back, unfortunately. Parker Standrick in the wall here as Jeff Spangler comes through. Hopefully no incident there between the two. Spangler doesn't need more situations. Drive-through penalty for Neil Kerbel. What a tough start to the season for him as the Porsche tries to bully his way through in the GT3 car. Porsche misses the braking point, comes back on the track, but with no incident there. That is going to be a tough start to the season for Neil Kerbel there. Unfortunately, I did download the liveries and doesn't seem to have updated for some of the folks here, so we'll get that sorted out for next season. Going back to the lead contention here. Jake Wells being left a little bit behind by the likes of Thiago Denarte. We know Thiago is an absolutely rapid. Chandler Williams applying pressure. The Wells McLaren in a Bentley pancake there. Whoa, oh my goodness, looking back here, we have a situation. Who is that? Jace Wright. Oh my goodness. Let's see what happens. Just loads of cars trying to go through, and just way too many cars into not enough room. That is quite the unfortunate situation there, as we see a concoction of GT3s and GT4s mixed up in this multi-class race. What an unbelievable start to the season. Oh, we have some situations back here. Freeman in the GT4 are being passed by Spangler trying to make his way through, and Standard in the Ferrari as well, trying to keep up with Jeff Spangler. Spangler, absolutely phenomenal pace from him historically. Does manage to get through now alongside, I believe that's through the Masacheros, or one of the Masacheros, coming back with the Peruvian livery on that Aston Martin. Absolutely lovely. Spangler now looking at Jace Wright on the inside, and just gets his way right through, and looking ahead up into 14th spot from the pits. Absolutely phenomenal first couple of laps. Back into the lead, Thiago Denarte looking strong. Well, it's not really letting go though. Looking great out there. How is everybody doing in the Twitch and YouTube worlds? What's going on? What's new? How have you guys been doing? Are you guys going to be coming to the Sim Gaming Expo in Chicago? Schaumbert to be exact. Ooh, we have a yellow flag. Kevin Yu losing a spot to Devin Anthony. And Kevin dropping down to what is going to be 6th place now. Spangler just absolutely charging ahead. Quite some distance, about half a lap away from the lead, so that's going to be a tough challenge to make up for. And that Lexus's straight line speed is amazing, but Oulton Park isn't quite the track with a lot of straights there. Drew, welcome. Hope you're doing well. We have another flag here. No, looks like Brian Deerline's looking okay. Any battles though? Yeah, Masachero, Sam Warden. So look like Andres being chased down by Alex Freeman. Andres in the Porsche there, Freeman in the Aston Martin GT4, and Sam Warden handicapping himself. Noah Johnson looks like has gotten himself into a situation. Noah Off track. We just missed it. Can we go farther back? No, we cannot. Unfortunate. Look, doesn't, I think it seems like a self-inflicted wound. Fortunately for Noah, does have a pit stop to get out of the way. So Alex Freeman still chasing down Masachero. Masachero, a long-time Trackalicious driver, taking a hiatus, but back at it here at Trackalicious. Great little battle here. Masachero not giving any reprieve. Both. Oh, we see Jacob Church losing it and deciding not to let go of his throttle pedal all the way into the wall. Unfortunately, Jacob finding the difficulties of Oulton Park and allowing Noah through. Neil Kerbel having served his drive-through penalty. Ooh, looking rough as well, having been squeezed as a part of the Jace Wright 4 does not go into 3 math equation earlier in the race here. But my goodness, do we have racing happening? Devin Anthony now under threat. Oh my goodness, that Aston Martin looking absolutely rough. But rounding the final couple corners to get into the pits there, fortunately. And the pressure relentless from the likes of Kevin Yu onto the difficult drive in the Honda from Devin Anthony. Have a look and see the chase. Kevin absolutely threatening. Ooh, forcing Devin narrow here. Devin not having any of it. Kevin deep into braking, so close to the Honda. Phenomenal car control and spatial awareness. Absolutely fantastic. Really applying loads of pressure. Seemed like he missed the first apex there, but nailing the second one. Patience through here. Lots of people losing it through this sector. The aero wash going to be a factor this close to the car ahead in the GT3s. Kevin getting onto the throttle really early, really attacking the likes of Devin Anthony. Devin going defensive. Kevin thinking about sending it, but not quite. Too early on the throttle, having to lift and adjust. And the pressure is absolutely real. Kevin seems like he has the pace, but Devin doing a fantastic job blocking. Or I should say defending rather than blocking. The defense looking quite strong. Really difficult track to overtake here at Oulton Park. But Kevin is doing absolutely everything possible to apply pressure. One of the good ways to do an overtake is just to try and get the other driver to make a mistake. Doesn't look like Devin has set a foot wrong just yet, but there are 39 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the race here, so a long time to go. As looks like we have another yellow flag. Standard coming through, but Lawrence finding himself off and getting back on. Jace Wright now in the chase, and that's just a GT3 versus GT4. It looks like, no, Jace Wright in a GT4 actually. Challenging the lead GT4 contenders, Justin Beachley, Jace Wright, Professor Kernotis. A tight pack of leaders in the GT4 championship. You know, I have to say, I love this community. Obviously, we've worked really hard. My golly, do we have an amazing GT4 community here. Usually really tough to find people to drive the GT4s, but clearly the people in this community finding and understanding the value of what it's all about. And that BMW looking rough again. Lawrence Thomas, that I think he's just moving out of the way. Is that what he's doing? Just trying to be safe? Be the case. Doesn't look like there's any damage on the car. Oh, Kevin Yu still charging at Devin Anthony. This is looking pretty good. It is great, Drew. It is fantastic. I miss driving my KTM. It was fun. Spangler making his way through up into 10th position now. Remember, Spangler started from the pits. Now he's here. For all you Drake fans out there. Chandler Williams, my goodness, applying immense amounts of pressure to Jake Wells. Looks like Thiago Dinarte has had better luck with the traffic than everybody else. Has found 2.5 seconds to the boys behind. But as they say, as the book of racing says in chapter 17, verse 5, traffic giveth and traffic taketh away. Got that down. Evan Yu also challenging, and again, these guys just having to go through traffic. This is the lovely part of multi-class racing and having to manage your way through a tight track and other cars. Chandler Williams not waiting at all, but Thiago Dinarte seems to have come into a scenario having lost an entire second in the last half lap. Really good advantage for the boys behind. Jake Wells almost under a second now in just a couple of corners. What phenomenal gains I've found through traffic. Kevin Yu really close to Devin Anthony. 0.2 between the two. Really pushing. Is this going to be the opportunity? Does he have the straight line speed? No, he does not. Tucks back in. Still waiting for Devin to make a mistake, and hasn't quite happened yet. Right there, though. That Ferrari looking quite sharp in the corners. Again, immense pressure being applied to Devin Anthony. Devin doing a fantastic job keeping that Ferrari behind. 5 minutes since we last saw him, and doing great. Loads of pressure here, now coming into more traffic. These GT3s now amongst the lead pack for the GT4s. Justin Beasley going, absolutely not. I'm racing too. You're gonna have to wait. And he has every right to do so. as he does have Jace right behind him. It looks like Commentators has taken an alternate strategy, having gotten out of the traffic, taking that pit stop early. 25 minutes being halfway through the race. Oh my goodness, is this going to be the chance that Kevin Yu has been looking for right there? Traffic affecting Devin Anthony's position. More traffic coming along with Sam Wharton in the KTM just ahead. Kevin Yu looking in probably the most difficult part of the track to overtake, doesn't get the opportunity that KTM, something that Devin Anthony was looking for, or I should say Kevin Yu was looking for, but just didn't quite pay any dividends just yet. We'll be looking for more opportunities as these two continue to battle for GT4 top spot. And Jace Wright says, I have pace. Oh, we went in pace right into the wall. Oh my goodness. Jace, you're gonna have to stop there, buddy. Hopefully you didn't get a drive-through or a 30-second stop go or whatever it is that you get speeding into the pits. My goodness. Neil Kerbel now having to, oh my goodness, come on. What is going on? That Ferrari, very eager to get through. Not quite sure who that is, but look at this, folks. Absolutely unbelievable. Jeff Spangler up into, oh my goodness, Sam Wharton was looking so good. What happened? Sam already handicapped by driving the KTM. Not necessarily the strongest car. Oh no. Got a car on the inside and just doesn't realize that the grip out there is just not quite the same. So loses it, and I'm sure we'll be returning. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Jace Wright with the stop go 30. Just blasting into the pits. What is the lesson that we learned here, folks? Class, what is the lesson? What's up, NecoCharge? Welcome to TRACKILICIOUS Sim Racing. We are in the season opener of our ACC MultiClass Championship GT3 GT4 with Jace Wright having to serve a stop-go 30 for speeding, blasting into the pit lane. To be honest, Thiago Dinarte leading the race, calm, collected. Looks like he has plenty of room to the drivers out back. It has built quite a bit of a gap. And Justin Beachley, having had abundance of pressure before, now leading his race. But we're gonna have to see how things turn out as the pit stops play out, because he did have Professor Commentators and Jace Wright right behind. Jace got himself into a bit of a situation, so I don't think he's going to be much of a challenger, but Commentators is for sure going to be, and maybe his pit strategy plays out in his favor. We do have to see, and here we go, Beachley going in. Same move as Wright. No, it does manage to get in there calmly, collectedly, not using any of the walls as bumper cars. And there you have it, folks. And that is how you do pit entries. But the eyes are going to be all on Professor Carnotus in this particular scenario. Professor Carnotus looking for the position. Does he have it? He does have to face a little bit of traffic, which isn't going to be that great for him. It is for position, technically speaking, even though Professor Carnotus has pitted, whereas Masachero has not. Goes on the outside. Masachero putting up quite a fight. And we see Beachley rolling out of the pits. The number 18 coming out. Are the cooler tires going to be a factor? Is Professor Carnotus going to be able to run right back up to him? But it looks like Beachley has gotten up to pace and has somewhere in the order of 5 seconds to Carnotus. And that did not play out in Carnotus's favor. Although warmer tires might cut that down by a second or so, it just didn't ultimately play out in his favor, and Beachley is going to be hustling hard to try and maintain that lead. Alrighty, let's try to look for some battles. How is everyone doing? Tell me. How are you all doing in chat? I'm eager to hear. Be my friends. Talk to me. Tell me your name. It's Cello. Hello. Cello, how are you? What's up? Your name's unfamiliar to me. Do you race with us? If not, why not? You should come in here. Look at this phenomenal racing we have at Oulton Park. MultiClass. Jake Wells seems to have lost the position at some point in time here. Jace in chat. Oh my goodness, Jace. Jace, what is it that you tried to do? Well, what was it? Because we saw it. We were watching. You tried not to lift going into the pits is what it looked like. Oh, awesome. iRacing. May or may not stream that. That is a great idea, Church. Thank you for the hydrate. Hello, Guerrerox. What's up? How you doing? Welcome to TRACKILICIOUS. We are here in our multi-class ACC Championship GT3, GT4s. Jake Wells was in P3, having dropped down to P5 with the others not having pitted yet. Sneaks himself ahead of the Aston Martin there. We have 23 cars on the field. And it's looking immensely challenging here at Oulton Park, making for some fantastic racing. These folks having to battle through traffic, the faster cars and the GT3s having to figure out how to make a safe pass, and the GT4s trying to figure out how least to lose time to make their race as efficient as possible. Cello, who are you in iRacing? Are you new to us, or have you raced with us before? Obviously, having streamed our iRacing series, I would hopefully remember your name. You're so Jace, is your brake pedal running away from you because your foot wasn't on it, or did it fail? Because those are two very different things. Oh my goodness, Kevin Yu here in a battle with Joe Allenson. Kevin has had all of the battles Kevin, you absolutely charging. He has had an incredible pace, but seems to have been out of position. Oh, supporting Mustachero, huh? So just Andres, not Diego. Are we biased to Andres? Is he the better driver? He used to be the faster one, but looks like Diego is ahead right now. And we have a livery deep dive redeem. Let's see if I remember how to do this. And Spangler is absolutely flying. That's unbelievable. That's not the one. This one? Nope, that's not even. It's that one. Alrighty, let's see. Okay. Alrighty, let's see. Let us see what is going on. A bit of ooh-woo going on here. The Good Smile Racing team. Fight GSR. Not quite sure what that means, but. Cool little livery. Is this a stock livery or? Not quite sure. Roof. There you have it. Allenson looking pretty good so far. Oh, yo! What's up, Squiddy? Long time. How are you doing? Looking for some battles on track. Church taking an adventurous line. Looking to see. All right, so and Wells has dropped some positions. He must have made a mistake somewhere. He was in P2. That reads an off to me. Curious to know. There we go. Spangler coming in with 20 minutes to go in the race here. Spangler in the HKS Lexus. Keeping it very Japanese. And is Dinarte gonna pass him? I mean, it's, yeah, that's coming through. Yeah, Dinarte's for sure ahead, as you would think. Williams ahead. And Kevin, you just got ahead. So that's gonna be P5. Who's coming through here? No, I don't think Devin's gonna catch up to Spangler as he gets out the pit. So that is gonna be P5 for Jeff Spangler. Oh no, Jake! No! No! Monica! Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Jake. Appreciate it. Subscribe for 30 months. My goodness, that's nearly a whole year. That's unbelievable. Jake Wells. Oh, what heartbreak. You were doing so well. Jake, what happened for you to have dropped from P2 to P5? Did you have an off or like a little overtake incident? Curious. We didn't see that happen. Ooh, that was a bit nerve-wracking, but fortunately, that Aston Martin didn't have an incident with Kevin Yu here. Kevin has been driving absolutely phenomenally. 17 seconds to Chandler Williams. Oh, you had like a stutter or something? Okay. Now, 16 minutes to go. 10 seconds to Kevin Yu. That is a tall order for the likes of Jeff Spangler, even for Jeff Spangler. Yeah, you know what? I will do that. Why don't you hop into the green room and we'll do a mid-race interview. What's up, Jakey? You gotta unmute, buddy.
Yeah, no.
There we go.
Not racing anymore.
What's up, Florida man? What happened?
Just internet just decided. That's it.
Is that
we had a big stutter, basically lagged really hard.
So that's what happened at the start there for you to have dropped down a couple positions, and then it's like, hey, I gave you a warning, you didn't hear me, now I'm gonna completely kick you out.
No, it happened just recently, where came out of the pits. Chandler was like, "How the heck are you far ahead of me?" And I didn't take tires, so I gained 5 seconds on him. But yeah, just went to the little tiny bus stop, and that was it. Like right now, I'm watching the screen, and cars are just jumping everywhere.
Oh my goodness.
Unfortunately, like when that happened, Chandler was 2.4 seconds behind, and I ended up taking him out.
Oh no.
Because I glitched that bad.
That's the worst.
But yeah, he kept going.
That's what you get for moving to Florida, Jake. You could have been here hanging out with us, coming out to the Sim Gaming Expo here in a couple of weeks or next week.
I'm so mad about that.
You're such a bum. Florida bum.
Bum.
A bum.
I'm a bum in my Speedos, so that's cool.
Oh,
Hope
okay.
You're well, Eric. Seriously, man.
Yeah, great. Absolutely fantastic. Glad to see you on the grid again. And hope that internet's the worst thing that happens to you. You know?
Yeah, no, it's all good. Shit happens. Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry, excuse my language.
Okay. You cut out anyway, so
that's really crazy.
It's literally like, yeah, you should listen back to it. It literally cut you out.
I'm gonna have to. That's hilarious.
We'll clip that one. Clip that one, folks. All right, Jakey. We'll see you in the next round. Sorry that happened. You're looking pretty solid out there, but dude, you gotta put in some effort. Dinarte is looking pretty strong out there.
Yeah, I had him. Yeah, no chance.
In the words
But-
of Dominic Toretto, you never had him. You never had your car.
I've never had my internet.
That's
Eric,
awesome.
I hope you are good, buddy.
We're good. Absolutely fantastic. Again, looking forward to the Sim Gaming Expo. And yeah, we've been incredibly busy with the track days. We have more coming up August 25th, this coming weekend at Grattan. Then we have September 13th at Waterford Hills. Then September 27th, 28th at Gingerman. And then October 4th and 5th at Grattan again. Just so many track days. It's been amazing, and we're hoping to see a whole bunch of people out there, hoping to have some converts over from sim racing. Jake, I'm gonna keep you. Why don't you tell people your experience from going from sim racing and then hopping in at the track day and driving the TRACKILICIOUS Miata?
I got one lap. Well, one flying lap, right? It was incredible. It is like the game. Use as much of the track as you possibly can and just push it, man. I didn't want to push it too hard. It's not my car, first of all, and I've never been at a track with a car, but it was a blast. It was really, really cool. I got to see I'm pretty sure we saw a car go off in front of us. Is that right? I think we did.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was a Porsche went right off in front of us. Right off like second last corner, maybe.
It's possible.
Yeah, like, oh, shit.
It's possible. And well,
that's what it's actually good.
The great thing about Gingerman though is that it's one of the safest tracks around, especially in the Midwest. It's got so much runoff that it really encourages you to, not encourages, but allows for you to drive really close to the limit and maybe over in that particular scenario, and allows you to kind of have a bit of safety in knowing that there isn't much to hit out there. So, you know, we warn people about the last corner because the pit wall comes at you pretty quickly, but well, beyond that, the rest of the track is relatively safe. Like, a couple of people have gone off here and there, and yeah, not much happens to the car, which is fantastic.
Yeah, the Porsche was fine. He just went off track and went over the hill, embankment, and then came right back on. It's like, all right, I'm good, no worries. And yeah, no, a lot of really, really, really cool people you get to meet, and people are so welcoming to where they want to show you their cars. They're like, hey, let's go out you can ride with us. It's really, really cool. So we got a good thing going on, and that was what 2 years ago? Holy crap.
Was it 2?
I think it was.
It feels like more.
Yeah, dude. I'm pretty sure it was 2 years ago. No way. Yeah. Maybe.
I don't know.
Me? I don't know. But yeah, no, it was a blast. Eric is a better driver in real life. Thank God.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's totally different. I think someone just recently was telling me, it's like, I drive in real life, but then you come to the sim and it's totally different. Or people who go from sim to real life, it's like, yes, there is this threat of real death and real injury that completely changes your perspective of speed. And I don't know if you've experienced this. As we get older, Jake, our risk perception becomes more prevalent, right? Like, you get a little bit older, you're like, I don't know, maybe I don't want to jump on that rock because I'm gonna wreck my knee and have trouble for the next 6 months while I have several kids to take care of.
Yes. It just reminds me of what happened today. I jumped off the back of a trailer and I'm like, oh my God, I probably shouldn't do that again.
Yeah.
I used to do it all the time, but
yeah.
Squid, good to see you, buddy.
And then the the biggest risk to a dad, which is getting out of bed.
Or even staying in bed.
Yeah.
Too late, they'll come jump on you.
Yeah. I don't know how many times I've pulled my back just getting out of bed.
Is there a bed on the ground?
No, it's not. Yeah.
How are the kiddos?
Yep, absolutely fantastic. They are doing well. Just had a birthday yesterday, but yeah, my son
Still think
turned
mom's
3.
the best.
What's up, Gargle? How are you doing?
No, I didn't crash, Gargle.
Well, you kind of did. It just wasn't your own doing. Your own doing. Yeah, the field's spread out pretty wide here now. Let's check in on this though. Spangler. Oh my goodness, Spangler is actually only 3 seconds away from Kevin Yu. Is that true?
Oh my God, Denarte! No! Oh my God! Watch.
Uh-oh. We're going back.
He is alive. He is alive. I have no idea.
Let's have a look, Jakey, on the stream here. We're gonna see what happened. Oh no,
Our head already
the
has
lap
damage.
car. I'm back to see. Oh, just misjudged the speed. Oh my goodness. How did he keep that out of the wall?
It's incredible. That might be a save of the year right there. Oh, I mean, he hit the wall, but still.
Wow. Unbelievable. And he still has 10 seconds to Chandler Williams. That's unreal.
Yeah.
Just
well, I took out Chandler, so that's my fault.
I am curious though to see what is going on here. I don't want to see that. Oh, there he is, hunting him down with 6 minutes and 41 seconds to go. Jeff Spangler from the pits has come up with the P4, chasing down P3. On the podium is the chase for Jeff Spangler from the pit start. Is unbelievable in this multi-class race here at Oulton Park. Absolutely flying. Wow.
I just want to say you're welcome, Jeff. Jeff is cooking. Got lucky he didn't put a lap time in for quality.
Thank you, Jake, for the raid. Appreciate it. Hello, Raiders. We have 5 minutes and 55 seconds to go, and we have the Jeff Spangler chasing down the likes of Kevin Yu. Kevin has put in a phenomenal race. Loads of traffic for him, having to battle through most of the race with Devin Anthony and then Jim Reynolds or Joe Allenson, I think. So loads of traffic for him, and now Jeff Spangler is on the hunt. He smells blood. He smells the weakened tires of Kevin Yu and is now only 1.5 seconds away. Now, Jake, we both know it is one thing to put down fast laps. It is another thing entirely to make a pass, and make a pass on Oulton Park of all places. All of that traffic, all of that car width, and none of that track. It's going to be a challenging one.
Yeah, there's not many places to pass here. If any, you basically got to wait for a mistake, or really just shove that nose inside of a corner and make him go a little bit wider. But it's all about exits. You can stay close, but have to get the exit so you can get that nose into the next corner. And we're going to be looking at trying to get out around the final corner, going into T1, maybe into T2, just trying to stick that nose in. But the hairpin's not going to be an option. Then you also have the push chicane that's not going to work out as well either, unless they get a bad exit. But even so, getting on that throttle, getting around the car, making sure you don't rear end them is going to be very, very touchy. So, I mean, everybody in this race understands what they got to do to get around somebody, but at the same time, it's a dance, man. It is a dance.
Yep, some dance with other cars on track, others dance with their internet service provider, and some win and some lose. And oh my goodness, Jeff getting up to the Aston Martin in the worst of places. and that's gonna set him back some, but he's not the only one. Kevin Yu having to deal with the Alpine. No, it's the Porsche GT4 up ahead, and that is gonna be something that he's gonna definitely go through as quickly as possible. Porsche, is that gonna be a factor into the next corner for Jeff? No, it is not. He is right there now. 3 minutes to go, so that's probably 2 laps, maybe a third one. And he is, goodness, this is going to be quite the challenge here. Now, again, one thing to catch up and an entirely different thing to overtake. That Ferrari incredible around the corners, and that Porsche losing just behind. Mustachero losing the rear end of the Porsche. But we're not going to leave this battle. It's incredible to have a battle all the way through a 50-minute race here. Spangler looking on the outside. Is he going to have the grip? No. Decides to duck back in.
Oh, I'm behind, but yeah, I'm watching it right now. Oh, wow.
Tassav Racing. Combine all the letters. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. We are here at the end of our 50-minute race, and Jeff Spangler, having started from the pits, is now P4 chasing down the final spot on the podium in the Lexus GT3 here. Kevin Yu has done a phenomenal job, has had incredible pace through this race, and having had multiple battles from people ahead, just not having the pace, has worn down his tires and is now looking to defend from the great, the champion, Jeff Spangler, and is doing a great job so far. Jeff threatening, but deciding the better of it as we go through yet another lap, and I believe that's going to be 2 more laps, considering Thiago Dinarte has already gone through the start finish, and we'll have this lap and another one. Mr. Church joining the chat. How are you, Jacob? Unfortunately, sounds like you may have had an incident or two that has ducked you out of the race, but you are here. Sorry, go ahead, Jake.
I didn't say bad day to be called Jake.
Yeah, it's not the day for Jakes. The only one remaining was Jake Terrell. He should have been here, and I'm sure he would have been in an incident as well, considering the namesake.
Here we go. Final lap with these two battling out for podium position. It's gonna be a killer. We gotta look for a move for Jeff Spangler to get around Kevin Yu, but Kevin Yu is making that Ferrari wide as possible. But we have some traffic ahead. This is gonna get spicy, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely. Spangler is right there to consider any possibilities of an advantage he could take. There's actually a GT3 car ahead of them in the BMW, and Spangler gets a great exit. A great exit. Is this gonna be enough? Oh my goodness. Makes the overtake stick.
It is. Like I said earlier, that is where you were looking for that overtake. That's one of the overtake possibilities. But at the same time, oh my gosh, is that an M2? Just went off.
No.
Kevin Yu has to push.
Spangler is ahead. Is Kevin Yu gonna just let him have it? Still chasing him down. I'm sure his tires are absolutely wrecked. That is gonna be heartbreak for Kevin Yu. Although they have an entire lap remaining. They are the title battle on track. Actually, it looks like Porkchop and Brian Zierlein are battling too. Porkchop does make the overtake up into P8. Joe Allenson into the wall.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness. That looks like it's into that carousel U, and that looks rough for Joe Allenson. That might be a position. That's 12 seconds to Dr. Porkchop, so Allenson's gonna have to get a move on if he doesn't want to lose that position. But up ahead.
Can't believe he's making it to the end of here. That was incredible. Still keep going.
Traffic for Spangler. Kevin Yu looking to attack now or never. Couple of corners left. Thiago Dinarte coming through. An absolutely phenomenal race for Dinarte, finishing off with oodles of time to spare. Chandler Williams behind P1 and 2 for the T1. Please break it T1, or formerly Please Break It T1 team. Spangler having to deal with more traffic. Gets through though. Kevin Yu over there. Oh my goodness.
Oulton Park, wild for the GT3, GT4 multi-class race. Oh no! Kevin Yu just destroyed Workshop.
But that is P3 for Jeff Spangler, all the way from the pits. What a phenomenal race. Absolutely fantastic. P4 for Kevin Yu. Devin Anthony coming in, rounding the final couple of corners to bring in that P5. Wow. What a great finish to the race here. Incredible.
Beachley hold on for the win for GT4s.
That is correct, Beachley. It's not quite done yet, but looks like it is inevitable as the final runners here. Beachley coming in at P1 with Professor Chronotis, and P2 in the like-for-like cars. So if we could get Dinarte, Spangler, Chandler Williams into the green room, as well as Beachley, Chronotis, Kerbal, that would be absolutely fantastic.
Wonderful. Eric, I had a blast, buddy. I'll leave you to it, and thank you for putting this on again.
Yep, thanks for hopping in, bud.
Yep. See you, buddy.
Bye.
Take care, chat.
Wow. Wow. Hopefully you all enjoyed that. What a phenomenal race. What a great season opener. As we hop back into the studio. Well, there you have it, folks. And that is the season opener for the GT3, GT4 multi-class championship here at TRACKILICIOUS. Hopefully we will get some love here. Come in for an interview, guys. Thiago, Chandler Williams here coming in. Jeff Spangler, come on. Where are you?
Go.
Mr. Williams, fortune is in your favor here today, as you had your contender have internet problems down in Florida. Did you think you had him regardless?
Yeah. I mean, I
Just say yes.
yes.
Jake sucks. I could have had him, no problem.
He didn't take tires because he wanted to make it hard for me to pass, or it's a last ditch effort. Maybe he could keep me behind him, but I don't know. Anything could happen. I could have hit someone and crash or something. So
Yeah, it's a bit of a bummer we didn't get to see that, but alas, a lot of people complain about, sim racing and my internet and my, wheel froze or my pedals, but that's racing. That happens in real life. People fail stuff all the time. It's why winning is so hard, right? Not only do you have to be fast, but you kind of have to have everything work in your favor. You have to have traffic work in your favor. You have to have pit stops. You have to have weather and all this complexity, and specifically when it comes to a longer format race, say a 24-hour, where you have all of that time for things to go wrong. And fortunately for you today, Chandler, in this 15-minute race, not a lot went wrong, and you were able to push for that P2 and secure that. Anything else to say about your race today?
No, it was it's fun. Sorry for the guy I threw into the barrier. I got a little blood on my hands, but yeah, it was fun. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Welcome back, and we expect to see more greatness from you, Mr. Williams. We have seen some phenomenal performances from you in the past, and look forward to watching you do that again. Well, Mr. Beachley, P1 won in the first race of the season. What a great start, isn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That first lap was something for sure. Kind of reminded me of last season at Zolder, which I don't think was streamed, but yeah, it was whoever didn't get in an incident ended up winning the race. So that's kind of how it worked out tonight too. Yeah, my quali pace was not good, but I think my race pace was consistent enough that I would have at least got a podium. But unfortunately, Neil got bounced around by a couple GT3s on lap one, and you know, he was able to recover to P3, which is nice. But and then Chrono ended up making a mistake too, and I got by him. So that was very fortunate, but I'll take it. And I hope everybody was entertained as well, because I am the reason for the stream title. I am the manager. I chose Oulton Park as round one.
I was gonna say that in a second here. So I was complaining to Beachley earlier. You know, we go through a bunch of races and a bunch of championships as we've been doing this for quite some time, and I try to be conservative on our first race of the season to try and make things a little bit calmer. You know, no. I hate Spa as the first race of the season, for example. Just Eau Rouge on lap one seems to be a recipe for disaster, but it did work out. There were a couple of little things here and there. I'm sure Neil would disagree with you, Beachley, but ultimately the race was really fun to stream, really fun to watch, and congratulations, you did make it out of there on the top step, and a great start to the season for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm never gonna not be happy about a P1. It is unfortunate. Would have been great to battle with Neil and Chrono, but we got 7 more races, and I think Oulton Park was a bit of a surprise. It's not my strongest track, but we also don't race here a ton, so it's nice to get it on the calendar, and no matter when it would have been run, it would have been nice to get that through. But
yeah, for sure.
I don't know if I think that's the first time I've run this track since I upgraded all my stuff last summer, but my goodness, the track is so bumpy. Like, it was almost distracting, like how much I could see it and feel it compared to the last time I was here. But oh my goodness, practice was an adventure, but glad I was able to pull it together and keep it clean for the race tonight.
Yeah, no, a phenomenal job having to deal with all the traffic and learning the new drivers, right? That's part of a challenge of starting a season, is trying to figure out how aggressive people are, how you should behave around them, because that kind of gives you the percentage of risk you could take moving forward to build up your challenge for the championship. Anyways, great start, Beachley, and look forward to the rest of the season. We're likely to have Cujo return next week, but I think most would agree, the man of the match, the driver of the race, Jeff Spangler, Mr. Prime, coming in here, starting from the pits and making his way all the way up into P3. Jeff, that must have been an absolute war zone out there for you, but you did make it out alive. Tell us a little bit about the highs and lows of what just happened.
Yeah, it was certainly a mad dash for 50 minutes, that's for sure. I didn't kill anybody, so very happy about that. I had a fantasy football draft tonight, and I was I hustled my picks, so didn't know if I was going to make it in time, and I wasn't able to get a lap in, and then I just figured I'd get everybody space and just start from the pits. So that's what I did. Shout out to Jake Wells Internet for gifting me a podium, it seems. I'm sorry, Chandler, I know you're in here, but you somebody teleported into somebody or something like that.
Oh yeah, Wells did.
Didn't see much of it, but yeah.
He teleported back into me. Great.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I had some connection issues last night in another race, so I feel for you. But yeah, no, it was fun. Making your way through the traffic, and then Allenson decided to stay out, and looks like he picked up a penalty, and I was able to catch you and catch him in the last little bit there. So a lot of fun, clean racing. If any GT4 drivers are listening, I would say don't go out of your way to dive off track or do something that gets you out of your rhythm and your comfort zone just because someone's coming up on you. You know, the slower class has as much of a right to the track as anyone else. But yeah, overall, I was really impressed with how everybody handled themselves out there.
Yeah, we do. I know you've heard our driver's briefing oodles and oodles of times before, but that is definitely something that gets repeated in the driver's briefing. And yeah, it's I am so impressed. Not only to have good GT4 drivers, Jeff, but to have a GT4 grid. Period. I'm sure you've been around long enough to know that it is an absolute bear to try and find 5, let alone 10 GT4 drivers, and this community is just phenomenal for that, and understanding what the GT4s are all about. And we do have a core club that are huge fans, so it's great to have that variety.
Yeah, definitely. When I think GT4, I think of this league. You know, a lot of people say they want to drive GT4, and then when it comes down to it, you know, they don't. But this league always seems to have drivers, and like you said, good ones at that. So yeah, always a great thing to see.
Well, folks, absolutely fantastic. A great race you guys put on. Thank you so much. Great performance by all of the podium sitters and the rest of the grid for that matter. We are gonna call it there, but before we go, the Sim Gaming Expo is in 2 weeks. Well, 2 weeks and 3 days, or 2 days, 5th, 6th, and 7th of September. For those of you, Mr. Spangler, who are in the Illinois area, come hang out with us. Are you going to be coming?
Yeah, I'm just down the road in Indianapolis, so I'm going to try.
We do have a coupon code. So if you want a discount,
I saw that.
TRACKILICIOUS in the registration gives you 10% off. Come hang out. We're going to plan some stuff. We're going to go out for dinner, or just hang out. I want to meet you guys. It'll be fantastic. I already know this Dad's Bad, aka Mike Pico, is going to be there. I'm going to shoot you guys over to him, give him the raid here tonight. But yeah, I really hope you make it out there, Jeff, and all of you around. Beachley, you're not too far either. Come out, come hang out. I know there are people that are coming.
Yeah, it should be fun.
From Ohio.
I know some SRA guys are going to go too, so we should have a good crowd. Hoping for it.
That would be fantastic. That would be. Let me know, because I have scheduled a dinner, and I would love for everybody to make it. So Saturday night, I think we're trying to pick between 7 or 8. So the show ends at 6 p.m. on Saturday, but we're gonna go out for dinner right after that, probably at 7, which is just in practically the same parking lot. There's a big Italian restaurant that we could all go and hang out at.
Nice, sounds good.
Okay, I'll talk to you more. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. A fantastic stream. Squiddy, you're in Indy as well. Come hang out with us. Yeah, thanks for hanging out in the chat. Thanks for making this stream as good as it was, to all the drivers and all of you in chat. And we'll see you at the next one. We are going to be rating this Dad's Bad. Oh, and Mr. Church, thanks so much for the dono before the stream. I did see that. You are, as always, an absolute legend. Thank you so much. Damatroni, thank you for the congratulations to drivers. And we're going to get this raid going. Go check out Mike Pico. He's a good dude. Go give him follows because he has to do push-ups. And it's good. It's good for his health and for his kids. See you later. Well, we might be back tomorrow. If we have time, we will try to stream the iRacing. But we'll see. Not committing to it. See you guys. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are. Come to the Sim Gaming Expo. We will be there.